Welcome back to VCK's IED, that is Indian Economic Development. I just took off on the budget and I was concentrating on how the funds need to be put into Bihar. Now, what is the necessity of Bihar alone? Rasom, Jharkhand has been identified, Andhra Pradesh has been identified, and every other state, as far as the projects are concerned, have been identified, and the government allocates funds towards them. Now let us look at one of the largest ports in India, Vizhinjam project. The Vizhinjam port is now challenging the world. Now, as you make it bigger and bigger, you are expected to have the large container ships, which you never used to dock in India, being docked there. What does it indicate? India can be a transshipment point for very many goods in the world. So if we concentrate on the ports, we might become a port like one of the large ports in the US or in Denmark or in Norway. We can have those type of large challenging ports. Germany has got some of the biggest ports and is developed fast because it is able to provide those facilities. In the same manner, if India developed a few more ports, India can challenge the world because it was a maritime country once upon a time. The Cholas were known for it. The Nayaks were known for it. In the north, Orissa, Kalingans were known for it. In West Bengal, the kings were known for it. In the western shores, the people of the Maharashtra and other places, Gujarat, were known for it. So when India is known for its maritime trade, I think there is now a time to make India get back to its greatness. So the government is now looking at investments in various ports. Now, if you look at, therefore, no state has been denied its rightful place in the allocation of funds. Now, if you look at the Bihar, the government is looking at expanding its road network to link many of the tourist spots, and it's also looking at putting up a huge bridge, an 8-lane over the Ganga. Now, what does all that mean? It means connectivity. Now, what is connectivity? Connectivity is a possibility of bringing things closer. That is all connectivity is all about. Now, 1 lakh crore for the state of Bihar, I think it is pittance. It is nothing very much for a state like Bihar. You require more and more funds to be pumped into Bihar so that Bihar, by its sake, starts rising slowly, its industrial, its tourism, and its economic development. When that starts rising, what happens is the awareness of the people starts growing. When the awareness of the people start growing, they start thinking differently. When people start looking different, thinking, feeling differently, they became what you call it, they are able to give their output, their thinking grows, they are able to give information to the whole of India. So when you are looking at connectivity and people, bringing people together, as Swami Vivekananda said, let great ideas flow into the central pool. So you'll have, because we have had great intellectuals, great thinkers from Bihar. When those ideas start flowing into India, you can looking at the flowering of India and becoming a leader in the world, not only economically, but also intellectually, and India getting back its position as an intellectual leader it cannot be questioned. So, if we look at Andhra Pradesh is rich in resources, it's got water, but it needs inputs for it to come out of, to bring out the flavor of Andhra Pradesh. So if you look at Chandrababu Naidu, then I do not know personally, from the information received, are able to see that he brought in Sri City, he brought in the concept of IT Gachibowli there. He linked the roads from Gachibowli to the airport and made beautiful roads even at that time. Now he's looking at bringing a new city, Amaravati. And with his concept, I'm sure the city will be a showcase for the whole world. Now let us look at the Polavaram project. The Polavaram project is going to irrigate some of the driest areas of Andhra Pradesh, and that means the driest area of India are going to benefit. So, what my angle which we have to look at it, that a budget has to be viewed as a wholesome subject. A leader, a prime minister, a finance minister, a defense minister has to look at whole of India. He cannot take India part by part, parcel by parcel, article by article, person by person, activity by activity. No. He has to put everything together, partition the resources available, understand which are the areas which require more concentration, which require more inputs, so that the whole nation is viewed as a part of the whole growth story. So I think that the concept of a budget has first to be, it should permeate into you. What is a budget? Why are we looking at a budget? Why do we need a budget? All these, the important aspects which a person should first get into his mind. I'm not saying the other people are not aware of it. My perspective is, I'm sure we should not view it from a myopic point of view of capital gains or capital losses or business gain, gold losses, gold imports, middle class. No. It should be viewed as the use of national resources for the benefit of a nation. It is not for parcels of people. So, what I would like to put forward is that in this aspect, let us look at this current budget. I'm not coming batting for the opposition or for the ruling party. There's no politics here. It is sheer finance. For example, services. Services were a wonderful thing for India and had helped us grow in the IT industry. But will service alone be sufficient today? No. You require a manufacturing base linked to services and once again linked back to production. Only then you will be able to balance out the production and the services part of it. Only service is not going to get us any more leeway in the future. With AI coming into being, and AI being one of the it's a technology beyond the concept, which is developing very fast. As and when AI comes to play its part, many of the services sector will get affected, including the IT sector. We must get out of that being a service sector, just doing the output analysis for A company, B company or C company abroad. We should be ourselves. We should be able to give something different to the world. Not only being it's not being a typist in front of a computer and doing some services for a foreign company and activating only those parts. No. What have we developed per se for India? Today, Indian DRDO has developed the Tejas. It has given new guns to the army. It has provided a new AK-47 type of machine pistol to the army. It has developed its own Kevlar protection for its soldiers. So many things has happened. In the same manner, if we are able to use the available services in the technical sector, using AI with because we are very competent in that area, using all that, if we are to use it for our development and R&D in so many areas, something is available. So, what I would like to conclude by saying is, let us not view the budget in small nitty-gritty points of view, small points of view, because a nation is made up of different areas, different parts, so different pieces of activities. Let us view it as a whole. And when we view it as a whole, I'm sure we will be able to understand and look at the budget more objectively and more perspectively. Thank you very much.